Welcome back to Angels and Bob's Factorio, and I thought I'd start this episode just by carrying on with our acid setup. I was going to do it off camera, but it seemed like a useful thing to finish off because we're going to get a decent way of getting this laid out just right. And we've got a chemical plant over here, which I'm going to configure. Now, while I'm traveling across, I wanted to just explain a little bit about Fortresscraft Evolved. If you're watching both series and you're seeing a lack of episodes, it's because I'm somewhat stuck. Fortresscraft Evolved has a bit of a problem at the moment. I can't find the Spiderbot power charger anywhere. So if you all know where that is, please do let me know, because I think it's changed with a recent patch. And unfortunately, it's needed for pretty much everything higher tier now. You need to create charged lithium cells and or lithium coils, one of the two. And unfortunately, it's not in the research block. It's not in the manufacturing block. There is nothing mentioning Spiderbot or power charge of any kind, and I've been through all the recipes and the research projects. Maybe I'm missing something, but I definitely didn't get the recipe when I got the recipe for the Spiderbot base. I know that for sure. So that's going to be a problem, and if I can't get that, it's going to be blocked the whole series. I'd hate to end that with a bug, so if not, I'll have a look at see if I can recreate that world just by crafting a new world in the new patch entirely and see if that one works. We'll see. I have to get enough time to be able to do that, unfortunately. There's a fair amount of time invested in that, but that's okay. We'll see where we get to. Okay, and now is some belt coming to me. Yep, there it is. Bots are bringing me lots and lots of belt. And I've got enough inserters, so I should be able to go back. See you back up there. And heading north on the Ore Express, not the Orient Express, with some sulfur on board, and we should be arriving. Yep, here we go. Okay, so hopefully now I've finished that. So we've got this chemical plant here, and we've got the research, which is the sulfuric stuff. So we want hydrofluoric. There we are. So 5 fluoric and sulfuric acid. And of course we can send sulfuric acid this ways. I'll do some solid pipes before we skip to anything else, and then we should have a look at what we do around this sort of area. So the sulfuric I think we're going to use here, so let's have a look. We want to set this out in sort of a way that lets us preserve the layout, but we need at least one room for pipe. Okay, like that. And in fact, let me just take that one for a second. And then we'll be able to maintain it like this and keep the same layout, but instead we'll have to have sort of pipe work here. So something along this kind of lines with underground heading out this way. And to here. Is it one above this belt? It looks like it is, so we can turn that. Go into this, hook everything up. And we can just drag across now. They're actually all connected for a change. Okay, so as that started, yeah, it has started producing. Now, one thing I did want to mention as well. If you're new to this version, I think they've just come out, but now miners, inserters, and everything else will fully compress a belt if they can, which is great news. Before, you had to do all kinds of things with underground belts to keep them fully compressed, and I haven't mentioned fully compression before, but on the right-hand side here, we've got the fully compressed side of that belt. The other side hasn't yet, but don't worry, we will have to, let's see, if it's on the right-hand side here, we're going to have to probably move all of this stuff around and make this quite a more efficient layout, I think, because this isn't efficient at all. But what I'm going to do for now, so if I put it on this side, it's going to end up on the right-hand side, which is going to end up on the left. Oh, no, it's all going to end up on the right because I've got something here. For now, let me just send it this way. And we're going to supply it with a little bit of power. And then, you know, we'll just do something a little bit weird for the moment. just so I try and compress both sides of this belt, temporarily, of course. There we go. Okay, so this should be okay for us to start with the miners. So let's just look for mining drills. I can make 3 on me, so we'll make those. I've hit 1 here, and then, yeah, probably I'll go down all 3 if I can, something like that. And then that should just about give us enough to try and compress this left side of the belt as well. Otherwise, we can do something a little bit, yeah, I am going to have to rework all of this anyway. So we'll just do something temporary. Where's that mining thing gone? Oh, they're not completed yet. Fine. Should be done in a second. How are we looking for power? Not good. I need to go and put some more steam engines in. So let me just connect this up. Okay. That should go that way. And we can just go this way. They do have pass-through, of course, so we can just pass straight through from one to the other. I don't have anything there, so I'm going to have to go this way just to cover everything. And then, of course, we'll have a pass-through that goes here as well. So we only need one connection. Everything else just filter through these pass-throughs, as long as they're this model of the mining thing rather than another model. So here you can see the belts coming in. Let's get rid of these trees. And they're nicely side loading, and that is nicely compressing. So there's an occasional one on this side that isn't actually compressed yet, so I guess we should put that back there. And if they can, oh, they're slowing down quite a bit. But if they can, they should drop onto that belt. They're not quite, well, it's actually the speed of them that's the problem. So I will go and sort that one out. But we've got sulfuric. And then hydrofluoric, we can go back over here. Yeah, I am going to have to sort power. These lights are flickering. Let me just put this power in. Even though, yeah, we need some more of it. Are you all configured? Yep, you just need the fluorite ore, which can come down this way. Whoops, this way. And for now, let's just put something like this in here. And we should get hydrofluoric out, which we will do, which we're going to send all the way over to this. And of course, you've seen what I did down here, so we shouldn't need to show too much up at the top. Well, here's our power problem. Uh-oh. Thankfully, we get all these mining drills back. And we're going to have to set that back up again. That's not too much of an issue, other than just gathering these. At least we'll have plenty of potentially spare mining drills. And where do it need to go? It needs to go this way. And of course, where is the power at the moment? The power's down here. You have no, very little coal. Okay, so let's reset those up. And maybe just set up a new branch here, shall we? Something like that. In fact, let's just line them up with this one. So that will do. One there, one there. And of course, this is a problem with feedback as well. This is going to not have enough power to start, or may not have enough power to start. And then, yeah, we have a different problem in that we don't have enough power to extract the stuff we need power. Okay, and then let's just feed this like this. Grab that last bit of electric pole. And then we just got to underground there. You stopped. You completely stopped. Okay, I think I've got, yeah, I've got quite a bit of coal in my inventory. So let's just try and bootstrap this just by getting as many of these as possible to start up. Okay, and here's where it's nice to have these burner inserters rather than the electric versions. Hopefully that should give these enough of a kick to get started, and we can just make sure we have more of this going forward. Of course, we're going to need to get to probably nuclear power at some point soon, which will have advantages here, and that we may not need coal for all that much longer. But in the meantime, we sort of still do. So worst case, I can get the rest of the coal here. Do we have any more coal on our map? It doesn't look like it. That's saphirite with with biters on top of it. So I may have to go and explore. What's that? Oh, that's a road that I built. Yeah, we might have to go and explore and find more coal if we're going to run out. How much is left in this block? 122, 120k. Okay, I'm going to have to keep my eye on that, clearly. And let's just make a couple of small electric poles for a second. I just want to really kickstart this in the meantime. There we go. And that there needs to be another splitter just to make this sort of effortless if possible. There we go. That should do. Hopefully the power problem is sorted. Let's go to the power pole and let's see what that says. Still not quite so good, but is everything kicked on? No, there's not enough coal getting to the end of that chain yet. So we'll have to wait for everything to backfill again. That shouldn't take long on this side-ish. That's producing carbon. Carbon is going in and going this way. And then it should get it mixed with the coal. It is. And go straight into our power network. So hopefully that should change relatively shortly. Yeah, there we go. Got enough power to keep going. Right, I'm going to go and fix the other acid now, and then we'll carry on with the episode. Now, one of the things that is actually inhibiting this whole factory's growth is this. This plastic line is terrible. I mean, look at it. There's 4 pieces of plastic every... Oh, well, you can't see the other one. Can I hide the mini-map? I wish you could hide that mini-map. It's not really useful all that much. But yeah, it takes a long time to produce even more plastic. And we need to do better because the plastic's holding up batteries. Batteries are holding up flying robot frames, and flying robot frames are holding up the robots and the growth of the robots for me to do something like a mall. So we should probably have a look at what we can do to increase that throughput. And plastic bar can be produced a bunch of different ways. Liquid plastic is this entire chain we've done now. There are slightly alternate chains to get to liquid plastic, but they all require stuff that we just don't have at the moment. So I'm just going to leave that aside for now. We've got this one, and we've got cellulose and methane. Okay, so let's take a look. Cellulose and methane, first of all. That's wood pulp and sulfuric acid, but that requires advanced biotech. Where is advanced biotech? Biotech. Is that many things with advanced biotech, or is this disabled entirely? Could be disabled entirely. Okay, so if we can't do that one, let's pop back up. Be nice if you could. We can hopefully do this one. That's organic plastics. I've got to get through fertilizer to get to it, but I think that one is something I can get to. Let's just take a quick look. Organic plastic is here, so it looks like we can create it. And that also lets us create that cellulose recipe as well. Okay, so maybe I was looking at the wrong one. It's supposed to be advanced biotech. Or do I have to go through it first to get to this? I have to go through it to get to this. Okay, so advanced biotech gives us a bunch of stuff. A bioboiler, another recipe for sulfur, another way of making batteries, but that of course still requires plastic. And then bioreactors and other such stuff. Ooh, new way of creating wood. That requires 200 blue science. Still not much of a problem. And we've also got the production science pack. And new plastic bars. So I'm going to go start researching both of those because we have raw wood available. It's, where's my greenhouse? There they are, down there at the very bottom of the screen. So we should have raw wood. I'm not sure the throughput of this. We probably may have to make more of those to get raw wood available because it uses 10 every second. Oh, wow. But it also consumes 20 fuel oil. And if you remember, out of this crude oil, which is sort of the first stage of our plastic chain, we then extracted out lubricant from our refineries here. The refineries create 4 different things. They create naphtha, they create fuel oil, they create base mineral oil, and these byproducts, oil residuals, and that's filled the first box up. Okay, so we can then use, use this, combine that with some steam, so we can just send the pipe going this way. And do we even have steam? I do have steam here. Well, how much? Well, it seems to be full. And it's going this way, so we have it really close by. So here and here. And then we have wood around here. So I guess what we could do is just feed another line of that wood back over here somewhere, or back along or around. We could probably split it off here and then go around, and then get to something that will make plastic bars. So why don't we sort that out while the stuff is researching. Let's just get our wooden production line going. And we're going to send it up this way, I think. So let me sort that one out. And one of these other compound issues just happened. I'm out of blue science packs, or very, very few blue science packs. I've just put a few of the things in manually. And basically it chases back through the entire factory because I'm short of tin plate. And that's it. That's the only thing I'm short of. So let's just have a look. Do we have the upgraded furnaces? Can I make metal mixing furnaces? Do I have anything that will make an well, yeah. Yeah, that also requires those boards I'm short of. Those electronic circuit boards are the things that are stopping the blue science from working. So, for now, we're going to have to solve it the way we did before. I was going to solve it a different way, just by using filter inserters and using electric furnaces, so I don't have to worry about this again. But I have coal right here. I never actually hooked that up for coal. Well, that's just typical. And I think we can actually. Yeah, I think we can. Let's just actually sort that out just while we're here. Just so I don't forget again. And shouldn't take very long for either side either, because we can just go this way. And I can grab coal. We need to move that for a second. But we can tell it to grab coal from 2 away, which we don't think we had originally. Feed coal in. That sorts one side. And then the other side will do the same thing. Just send coal. Sort of this way. We're going to have to move these out and sort this out another way, aren't we? How are we going to do that? Should be able to. Yeah, instead, let's just switch these around, shall we? And I guess we can get rid of that bottom one and move it down one if we need to. So we're going to be grabbing from that direction and putting them on this direction. Yep. There we go. And then we should be able to extend them just like we've done before. And I'm probably going to need larger electric poles. It's no big deal. But they should give me full range, I hope. Yeah, full range for all 3. So that will work. This is a bit of a... don't want to swear, but this is a little bit of a problem to clean up. But that should get us tin correctly as it actually comes through. And we've got it coming off this end as well. We've got tin running this side, which we're not doing much with. This is the ingots, of course. So we could make plates. Can we make tin plates out of ingots easily? Plate. Tin plate. No, that's our original recipe. Molten tin. tin ore, molten tin. We can use that from ingots and convert that into molten tin, and from there into tin plate. So that will get the bottom end of this sorted as well if we don't have problems with this supply of tin. So, but this doesn't really get used all that much, I don't think, or at least not very fast. And we'll follow this up. It's going to go into here, underneath both of these setups, and then it should get produced into, where is it going to get fed? There we go, it gets split off down towards these basic versions of the boards, the circuit boards. Those will go around along with the solder and get supplied to this. And of course this will then supply those electronic circuit boards back around and eventually back over to where our blue science is. So the more of those the better. Yeah, so that was my mistake, but yeah, we got that sorted. While that's then processing, let's sort out this sort of wood production side of things. We're going to need a couple of chemical plants at least. And I think all of these have finished producing. They are trying to produce more, but they're out on the belts, I think. Yeah, it's going to back up anyway. And we probably are going to have to extend these if we use wood this much to produce plastic. Let's head over here. Here it is. This is the rough kind of area. So we can't see where our inputs are at the moment. And knowing my luck, they'll be on the wrong side, but you get the idea. If I put, let's just move that down to one? Yeah, 1. Something along those kind of lines. Maybe one higher, actually. Okay, so if steam hopefully will be on this side of the input. If not, I can just rotate this around like that, and then it'll be on the other side. So there's no big deal either way, unlike usual. And we can have something along this kind of line. Let me not pollute that line for now. And we can run along the left-hand side here. So what we're going to need for that, the plastics. I think we just need the wood as an input. Yeah, raw wood, steam, and fuel oil. Okay, so the raw wood is here. And I'm out of belt again. Let's just make a few more bits of belt. And then we can just insert into this. And from the other side, we can just pull stuff out. There we go. Need a little bit of power. And then obviously our output belt will be somewhere here, something like that, heading upwards, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll have to switch things around. So we've got wood as an input, we've got fuel oil as an input, and we have steam. And hopefully that should then kick the, at least kick the plastics into full production. And then we can just bring this line all the way up here, parallel to this existing one, and we can feed it in right there at the top, which is exactly where we had plastics before. So there's no disruption to anything else in the factory. So we got that done. So, yeah, is there anything else this episode? No, I'm going to leave this a little bit shorter. We've had a couple of bumper episodes in the last few days of 40 minutes. So I'm going to leave this one a little bit shorter at 25. We've solved our acid problem up at the mine. We've solved our fuel problem. Fixed my tin plate mistake. And then now we're just ready for this research. And because the research is just going to take a while to get through, just because it's building back those boards, then we'll come back to that next time. But if you're still watching this, and if you know the answer to that Fortress Craft question about the charger, the Spiderbot power core charger, or the lithium charger, whatever it's now called, can't find it anywhere. So any help on that will be most appreciated. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and as normal, thanks for watching.